MAW Madness is live from Nashville, Tennessee, and we have one hell of a show for you tonight. 5 matches on tap, 2 of which are the beginnings of a small tournament because we have to crown a brand new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Luna, the winner of the 2025 Royal Rumble, is pregnant and can no longer compete at Hell on Earth. We likely won't see her until sometime in 2026. However, we still need a #1 contender for Evelyn Quinn, so the final 4 women who were eliminated, basically the 4 runners-up from the Women's Royal Rumble, will compete in a small tournament. Harley Quinn will battle Rosalind Dacia, and Madison Osborne will battle Ashlyn Rose. The winners of those 2 matches will face each other in next week's main event to crown our new #1 contender. Also tonight, the Ultraviolent Championship tournament continues, and for the first time in the tournament, one competitor from each league will likely reach 6 points. Who will take the lead when it comes to this massive hardcore tournament? And if you like violence, you'll want to stay tuned for the entire show, because in tonight's main event, the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble, Randy Mann, takes his sides with his opponent, I'm all over the place right now, the World Heavyweight Champion Austin Anderson. They team up to take on Dr. Alan Grant and Jack O'Neil of the Old Guard in a Music City street fight. It truly will be madness here tonight in Music City. And for the first time ever, MAW has a sponsor. Inertia is sponsored, as you saw in the middle of the ring, by W Energy. You can head to wenergy.gg for your chance to try a truly unique and sugar-free energy drink. W Energy, be better. Let's get ready for madness in Nashville. Wait a minute! I was wondering why there was suddenly pyro on the stage. Oh my goodness! Oh, ignore the announcer. Perhaps he was just reintroducing him, but look who's back! And in his hometown, nonetheless. We haven't seen JT since he lost the World Heavyweight Championship in that tables, ladders, and chairs match back at Rumble in the Bronx. He is back! Looks like he's back to his old outfit, his old self maybe even. I knew we were in for a huge night, but I did not expect JT Anderson back here tonight. But leave it to JT to make his big return, surprisingly, in his hometown to kick off Madness. I mean, we got a lot to get to, but this is huge. Listen to this place. You gotta wonder what's on his mind now that we know the main event of Hell on Earth. Looks like he's about a bit of security with him. Nashville! Oh, I'll tell you what, it's good to be back. I got a lot to say, but I'll make it quick. I know we got a big night. First things first. Y'all heard the news? I'm having another baby. And that means my wife, yes, Luna is my wife, is going to take some time off. But I will not. And that's personal. And I'm glad I got to talk about personal. I'm glad that Luna and I get to share this moment and share these next few months. But now we have to talk about business. And the business is very simple. I am not done. I am not done with Randy Man. I am not done with Austin Anderson. I am not done with the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy, you and I go way back. Longtime friends. But you and I truly have unfinished business. And Austin, I want you to understand something right now. You're my brother. And I love you. And I am so damn proud of you. But you took the World Championship from me. You didn't pin me. You didn't make me submit. You put me through a table. You knocked me off a ladder. Good job. But like I said, I am not done. So here's what's going to happen, Nashville. I'm going to go back to the locker room. I'm going to sit down in my nice comfy chair. I'm going to kick back with some Tennessee whiskey. And I'm going to watch tonight's main event very, very closely. And if I were Randy Man, and if I were Austin Anderson, I might want to watch my back. But until then, Music City, enjoy madness. JT seems to have his eyes and his mind set on the World Heavyweight Championship. JT standing here, and you see the look on his face. He is back, and he is clearly still focused on the World Heavyweight Championship. But like he said, we got a whole show to get to, and we're kicking things off with the Ultraviolent Championship Tournament. And what a huge way to kick things off as JT and that security guard he brought with him exit the ring and head to the back, I guess, to drink and watch tonight's show. Jack Ryan, Neos Diablo from the Purple League in the Ultraviolent Championship Tournament. Both men have 3 points, meaning if they're able to get a pinfall or submission within the 20-minute time limit, they will jump ahead in their league with 6. And never forget, a draw, which would likely be the 20-minute time limit draw, is 2 points each, and everyone has the emergency point that they can cash in at any time if they need an extra point or if they need to get on the board. One man on each side is not on the board as of yet, but that is not the conversation for right now. As we head into our first match of madness here in Nashville. If the way tonight's show started off is any indication, this is going to be one hell of a night. The return in his hometown of the now former World Heavyweight Champion JT Anderson, watching very closely at least the main event. But it's time for Ultraviolent Championship Tournament time. As I said, for those of you who don't remember the rules, there are none. No qualifications, no countouts, falls count anywhere. 20-minute time limit. You win, you get 3 points. You lose, you get none. If it's a draw, it's 2 points each. Both of these men have 3 points each. This is the first time tonight that in each league we will have 2 competitors that already have points on the board. Somebody in each league is going to take a pretty massive lead when you think about it. This could change the entire course of the tournament for everybody. I mean, you get to 6 points. You're the first one to 6 points. That's huge. You keep it up, you're going to hell on earth to fight for the Ultraviolent Championship. Crown the first ever Ultraviolent Champion. Can't wait for that. This tournament's been outright insane. Last week we had a ladder get snapped in half. Let's see what happens tonight. You see a 20-minute time limit up in the upper right hand, the top right corner of your screen, I should say. As we are underway here at Madness, clothesline in the corner. And once again, a reminder that W Energy is now a sponsor of MAW. Or perhaps MAW is a sponsor of W. Either way, stomp to the face there by Jack Rye. And stomp to the back of the head. So that logo will be sitting in the ring from now on. Big knee to the face by Jack Rye, who has it to the second rope. Oh, he changes his mind there. It's... Oh, I'm about to say it looks like, I think there's a little bit of blood on Neos. We're not even a whole minute into this thing. I think Neos Diablo may have gotten caught by one of those stomps by Jack Rye. It might be bleeding now already. I would apologize for the background noise, but I would be lying. I wouldn't mean it. Oh man, right to the back. Bleeding just a little bit. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go, stop sign. Already, and Neos with a straight right and a couple of lefts, a nice thrust there. Right to the throat. There's one. Only a one. Stop sign in the ring. First weapon of the match, first weapon of the night. Got two of these matches in a Music City street fight here tonight. 5 matches and only 2 of them don't have some sort of hardcore stipulation. That's MAW at its core. Of course, last year, Madness was situated around our very first ever War Games matches. Neos went for a flying elbow there. Go back and check those out here on YouTube. This year, we didn't see a need for them. Short arm clothesline by Jack Rye. It could be the trifecta of short arms. There's 2. This crowd counting along. And there is 3. And a stop. Oh, man. Neos trying to roll out of the ring. Jack Rye getting in his way, not allowing him to. Big elbow drop. So he's heading back for that stop sign. That's the stop sign in MAW. Nice. Just throws it at him and does it again. This time Neos rolls out of the way. Stop sign is very important here in MAW. Remember, that's how Austin Anderson became #1 contender back at New Year, New York. It was an insane match. Great right hand there. Neos throws him into the barricade. And now Neos has got the stop sign. And oh, back elbows made him drop it. Look out. Power slam. Onto the stop sign, onto the outside. Referee comes over. There's 2 and Neos kicks out at 2. If anything, I think the background noise makes this more enjoyable. Oh man. Just slams it off his back, throws it at him. And again, Jack Rye just throwing it at Neos Diablo instead of hitting him with it. Here comes that double backbreaker combo we saw a little bit earlier. Boom! 2 of them. And now he has the stop sign again. Perhaps the only weapon Jack Rye wants to use here. And he throws it. Neos was able to kind of just throw it out of his way. Throws Jack Rye in the air and just punches him in the face. But Jack Rye pops right back up. Running STO on the outside. Neos kips up, calling him a tie-up. Could be going for the Diablo driver. No. Man, that was fast and furious there. Neos Diablo's never held a singles title. Multi-time tag team champion. Jack Rye, of course, NXT champion and World Heavyweight champion. As he goes for the trifecta again of short arm clotheslines. Neos Diablo could be in quite a bit of trouble here. There's 3. Slides under the bottom rope. Going for a different weapon now. A steel chair. Oh no! Neos Diablo pulling out a dive, which he does very rarely. But Jack Rye slid in the ring. Neos misses, is now getting waylaid with a steel chair. The back, the knees, the legs. Jack Rye has destroyed a steel chair and may have destroyed Neos Diablo. Went for a shot on the barricade. Neos was able to get out of the way. Massive clothesline takedown. And now a spear of sorts. I'm not sure it was a full spear. It was a version of the spear. Now Neos Diablo going under the bottom, or under the apron for the kendo stick. Whoop. Jack Rye makes him drop it. Got him on his shoulders. Oh no, we've seen this before. Rams him into the barricade. Man, nothing fancy at all out of these two. Not entirely sure they've ever wrestled before, and if they have, it's never been like this. Both these men are two of the toughest in MAW. Big suplex. Now bouncing Neos' head off the mat. I wouldn't be taunting if I were you. Become a bit of an epidemic here at MAW. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at the strength of Jack Rye! Running power slam! Lifting him up by his midsection off the mat. And now a spine buster! Rolls into the cover. 1, 2, Jack Rye is at 3 points. Or gains 3 points, excuse me. He is at 6. That was the spine buster. Here's another look at it. A roll through. And he is now ahead of the third. He really took it to Neos Diablo throughout the whole match, but the last minute or so there, just kept hitting him with everything. And he got him with the spine buster. He's won with that move before. Huge win for Jack Rye. Well, we go from a massive round-robin tournament that will expand several weeks, and even months perhaps, to a mini-tournament that has happened out of necessity for the #1 contender for the Women's World title. I'll talk a little bit more about it in just a moment. There you see the first match of the tournament. Harley Quinn and Roz. Luna has to take time off. As we mentioned before, she is having another baby, so she is out immediately. She just found out, but we're not even going to risk it. So, General Manager Johnny Gomez and other management made the decision to have the 4 runners-up, the final 4 people eliminated from the Royal Rumble, compete in a mini-tournament that begins tonight. 2 singles matches. The winners will face each other next week. And the winner of that match will be Evelyn Quinn's new challenger at Hell on Earth. So huge opportunity for these 4 women. They may not have won the Rumble. They could still head to Hell on Earth to face the Women's World Champion. Harley Quinn, a former Women's World Champion in her own right. Opportunity to once again be in a potential main event at Hell on Earth. You gotta wonder what's running through her mind. Her opponent was the runner-up. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Johnny Gomez has told me that there was a moment when he was just going to give Roz the World Championship match. Said she was the runner-up, but he thought better of it, as did the other management members he spoke to, as fire fills the ring. And they came up with this great idea, the 4 runners-up. 4 women who could have easily won the Royal Rumble, getting another shot in this mini-tournament. Next week we head to Austin, Texas. Who will be in that main event? This woman, I'm sure, has a chip on her shoulder. As I've mentioned, every time this woman comes out, more title reigns than anyone in the company. 5-time Women's World Champion, 1-time Crimson Bell Champion. And the runner-up of the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. She wins here tonight. She has an opportunity to go all the way and chase that 6th Women's Championship. Could you imagine if she fires that far ahead in title reigns here in MAW. But Harley Quinn's got a chip on her shoulder too. Remember, she won the women's title in a crazy 4-way match a few years ago before losing it to Melissa Brazil in an Arkham Asylum match. Again, that was insane. But here we go. Right hand immediately, and Harley leaps up cutter. Harley with the Quinn cutter early on. Harley, of course, very, very tall here in MAW. Ashlyn has that kind of advantage. And, oh, look at this. Into a stunner. You also got to wonder about Ripley Sky. Got to wonder how she feels about this. Another stunner by Harley Quinn. Just stunning the world right now. Oh, went for some sort of spinning kick to the back. I think we've seen it before. As now, oh, Roz with a boot right to the face. You cannot underestimate Roz. You just can't. As she throws Harley over the top into the floor. This is not a Royal Rumble. And this is a regular match, one of the only 2 on the card tonight. Rights, kicks. Running kick missed. Roz go behind. Just kind of punching and kicking, and look at this. Got her up by the arm. And it was a bit of an arm twist there. Drops Roz. Gets her back in the ring. Count of 5. Both women back in the ring. Uh-oh. Is this going to be... Oh, man! Slams her face and upper body first into the mat. Hooks the outside leg. There's 2, and Roz isn't going to go down that easily. Both these women, former women's world champions. Of course, again, Roz has held several times. Oh, man, what a combo. Knee to the face and a clothesline. Whereas it's been a few years since Harley held the title. Could be calling for the end here. Doing it again. I think she's just ready to end it. Right hand. Oh my God. What a combo. Ending with a headbutt. And Roz to the outside. May not get a breather. Oh no. Harley Quinn threw herself over the top rope. And Roz sidestepped. And Harley landed hard on the outside. Couple of kicks and a DDT on the floor. This is the second match in a row where a suicide dive did not pay off, living up to its name. High risk, no reward for Harley as Roz, looking for a high risk of her own, to the top rope. Plunges, oh man. Both women miss. Harley was trying to attack her, but she jumped out of the way. Sleeper. Sleeper. Harley, jawbreaker. Trying to put Harley down. Did not work. Harley recovering from that missed dive. Big boot to Roz. Apologies if I sound funky for a second. I have to take my vitamins. Maybe I won't talk. 2. This could be a trifecta of gut wrench suplexes. Harley knows how tough Roz is. This would be a bit of an upset, actually, if Harley wins this. I didn't think about it like that. Blockbuster from the top turnbuckle. Is this it? 2. No. Wow. Wouldn't be a huge upset, but Harley has a lot less experience here than Roz does. Roz, one of the very first women in MAW. Part of that first batch of women superstars. Harley has been here for a couple years. Spinning back kick. Big boot again. Right to the face. And there's that kick. That Trouble in Paradise style kick. Uh-oh. Show for it again. Bam. This time it pays off. High risk, high reward. Stomp to the leg. Winning this match gets you one step closer. That's why Harley is busting out everything here. She knows that Roz maybe the greatest women's competitor in MAW history, and she might be one of the greatest competitors, period, in MAW history. And she tosses her into the barricade, into that chair, and a bulldog on the floor. My God. Roz tossed it back in the ring. I don't know what she has left. Harley Quinn. It may just be a matter of time. She's trying to get to her feet. Harley standing right there. Oh my goodness. The Quinn kick to Harley Quinn has pinned Rosalind Dacia. Sorry about the camera. There it is again, the Quinn kick. Boom! It's like Randy's knockout punch, but it's with a foot. The knockout kick from Harley Quinn. She is going to the second round, the finals, whatever you want to call it, in the main event in Austin, Texas next week. Who will she face? And could you imagine if this woman main events Hell on Earth again? Things are about to get crazy in MAW if that happens again. Moving right along to the next Ultraviolent tournament matchup for the Black League, the finisher, Nick Boyd and Eric Last. This is going to be a really interesting one. These men have met in the past, in the old MAW, when the finisher, was just known as that, the finisher. Before he came back at the Rumble this year as Nick Boyd, his real name, and when Eric Last was on the rise. Both men are back. Both men are in this version of MAW. This is their first meeting in many, many years, and it's under Ultraviolent Championship Tournament rules. It's fun to say. Lots of words. We'll see how this goes. Ho! Everybody likes pyro. And a little bit of breaking news, I was just informed about this. Speaking of the Black League, Xander Sullivan has cashed in his emergency point. So now everybody on the Black League is on the board, even though Xander Sullivan only has 1 point. He is still on the board. Sorry if I messed the camera up again, I got up for a second. Xander Sullivan, like I said, officially on the board with 1 point. That's breaking news. The only man with no points on the board is O'Reilly in the Purple League. But now, someone may be getting to 6 points in the Black League. There are people out there that think Eric Last might be one of the favorites to win this whole tournament simply because of his history in violent match types. Of course, including the very first unsanctioned match in MAW history. So we'll see how he fares here tonight against Nick Boyd, though. These two, like I said, these two haven't met in years. They do know each other, but we'll see how well they still know each other. And in a match like this, an environment like this, it may be completely different. It likely is completely different. The bell sounds, we are underway, and Nick Boyd with a straight right hand to start things off. Nothing fancy at all. And out goes Eric Last. First thing, 10 seconds into this match and they're already on the floor. Well, look at this, working on the arm. Oh, man! He's a well-rounded professional wrestler, that is for sure. Fighting out here at ringside, forearm smash there. And now a couple of straight lefts from Eric Last. Ooh, stomp. A little bit of a slow start here. DDT with the leg on the outside. These two doing a bit of wrestling in this tournament. Couple of rights and lefts to the midsection, a knee as well. Followed by a kick to the back of the neck there. May not be using weapons, but they aren't being fancy, that's for sure. Oh, God. Another right hand. Eric up against the barricade. What has he got in mind here? Nick Boyd! A Russian leg sweep into the barricade. And now, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I am not entirely sure an arm is supposed to twist that way. Enziguri by Eric Lass. And a forearm. Man, a regular wrestling match between these two would be incredible. That's what they're doing on the outside here, just wrestling. Collar double tie-up. And, oh, using their environment to their advantage. Off the barricade. Referee's right there. 1, no. First pinfall of the match, only a 1. Now my cats are making noise. He's got Nick up. What's he going to do here? Oh, man! Drops him and just hits him in the mouth. A little bit of payback for all those right hands Nick has hit. And another one, a spinning forearm that time. I think last week we had a match where I said it was the match that went the longest without any weapons. I believe these two are about to beat that. Oh, God. Just more lefts and a stop to the midsection. And a big knee right to the face. And it looks like Nick may be bleeding. I couldn't tell for sure. Oh! Inverted atomic drop! Into some sort of splash. That was an impressive combo. Nick Boyd suddenly pops up. Gets a second wind. Arm breaker! Look at this. Look at this! Into a Fujiwara armbar! These two are just wrestling each other on the floor and using their surroundings. Look at this! The slam on the arm! Impressive! And an elbow drop! Right to the face. Oh, look at this. Working on the other arm. Oh, no, that's the same arm. Excuse me. He's been working on that left arm. Brooke. And now he's working on the right arm as well. Trying to take out both arms. You take out every limb. How are you going to wrestle? Drop toe. Look at that. Submission hold. A submission hold on the outside. I'm not even sure what it is. Some kind of leg lock. I know. I'm a great commentator. Straight right hands. I'm not an analyst, damn it. I don't know everything. I know a lot. Collar tie up. Eric tossed across, trips over, falls. Now they're on the other side of the ring. Nick Boyd getting this Nashville crowd riled up. Not a problem. They've been hot all night. There's a cover on the outside. Only a 1. Second cover of the match. These two men have gone 4 minutes. Almost the entirety on the outside. Not a single actual weapon swung. Just using the barricade and the floor. As Lass, reversal here. Look at this. He blocked and a combo ending with a knee strike. Kicks, punches. My goodness. And now Nick into the barricade. Went for a left. Nick dodged it. Went for a right. Both men dodging strikes. What a clothesline. You heard that impact. Eric put everything he had into that. That was more of a lariat. More straight lefts. And the stomp. Good Lord. He's just beating the hell out of each other. Throws him back into the barricade. Catches him with a right. And a left. While he's posted up on the barricade. Just punching him over and over again. Hooks the leg. Referee gets in great position. There's 1. There's 2. Only a 2 count. This match has now gone 5 minutes with not a single weapon used. This is incredible. German suplex on the outside. Turns it around into a short arm clothesline. Nick goes upside down and inside out. There's a cover. 2, and again Nick Boyd kicks out. These two men showing that you don't necessarily need weapons. You just got to use the environment to your advantage. Imagine getting German suplex on the outside. Oh, boot to the midsection. Collar double tie up. Eric gets the better of him. He throws him into the barricade. Into the apron. Went to throw him into the barricade there. Didn't quite get it. Just throwing him around. Drops him, kick to the back of the head. Nick Boyd may be out on his feet. Into the announce table. Again, just using his environment. Super kick. Arm twist, super kick, knee drop. I'm assuming to the face. Camera angle isn't great. Oh, no. Apologies if I missed that. I see that Nick Boyd took down Eric Glass. And now he's got him on his shoulders. Oh! Knees to the midsection. Hook in the outside leg. 2, and not enough. Eric's been in control for too long. Nick Boyd's going to have to pull out something else if he wants to win this thing. Oh, what in the world? Look at this. Oh my God. What the hell? It was an abdominal stretch and he swung it into a schoolboy or something. I don't know how the hell Eric Glass kicked out of that. That was an insane move. DDT on the outside. This match is gone 7 minutes. It spent less than 10 seconds in the ring, and neither man has picked up a weapon even once. This is incredible. Misses the knee drop on the floor. Eric runs in, face buster. He does not miss. And now more lefts. Just raining them down in the stomp. And now some rights as well. And another stomp. Eric Glass getting the crowd riled up. Music City is loving this. Tries to throw him into the announce table and he just collapses. Nick Boyd may not have much left. Just trying to throw him around. Oh, back elbow. Back elbow. Slams him down. Old school wrestling slam. Shades of the late great John Huber. Cover there. 1, 2, and again a kick out. This is, I'm sorry, I know there's been no weapons used and this is an ultra-violent tournament, but this, in my opinion, overhand chop has been the best match of the tournament thus far. What has Eric Glass got in mind? Oh my God. The powerbomb to the back. 2. You've got to be kidding me. Somehow, Nick Boyd kicked out of that. Predator used to use that move as a finish. Somehow we're still going. Boot to the face. Gotta catch my breath. I know my voice is cracked a few times. Eric Glass tosses Nick back in the ring, but he's also trying to catch his breath. This crowd on their feet, and for good reason, and he still doesn't grab a weapon. Rolls to the outside. Oh boy. 9 minutes later, and we got a stop sign. The second time tonight, he drops it. He drops it as if he wasn't want to use it, and he's into that leg bar. That may have been a mistake. Maybe he should have just swung for the fences there. Oh man. Bam. Couple of straight rights, that'll get him out of it. Nick Boyd's still bleeding from that shot earlier on. Elbows to the midsection. 3 of them. Bleeding from the right side of his head. See it much clearer now. Oh, 8 defeat! 8 defeat! But he keeps up. How the hell did he keep up after that? Big knee to the face. Stop sign. Like I said earlier, it's a famous weapon here in MAW. He just throws it down. That seems to be everyone's favorite thing to do with it. Is just throw it. Oh, and he hits him in the ankle. My goodness. And again, this time to the back. And now he's on the second turnbuckle. Halfway across the ring, and he splashes him on the back. That was a long dive for that splash. I apologize for the camera. I'm going to try to fix it. High drop kick. High drop kick. From the finisher. Pump kick. From Eric Glass. Everything. I'm not even sure I've ever seen Eric Glass do that pump kick before. Oh my goodness. Smashes him in the head with a stop sign while he's trapped in the corner. Oh, Nick Boyd to his feet. Pop to his feet. Use a single leg springboard dive. A tope con hilo of sorts. Is that going to be enough? 2. This has got to be the longest match since the inception of the time limit. This is incredible. 11 minutes. And we have no winner yet. Massive clothesline. We saw that earlier on. That's the second time he's hit it. Boot to the midsection by the finisher. Oh, but Eric catches him with a kick. And a right and an overhand. My goodness, just firing at all cylinders. Gets back in the ring. He wants that stop sign. He really wants to use it. He really wants that to be involved. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's on the top rope. He's on the very top rope. Look out. I don't even know what to say. He just flew from the top rope and caught him with a kick to the jaw. I don't know why he's not going for a cover. I think he's just might be exhausted and doesn't really know what's going on. Went for a shot with the stop sign, got knocked out of his hands. The finisher now. Arm and head trap. Suplex. Glass getting to his feet. 12 minutes into this match. Right hand by Eric Glass. Oh, back elbow. Pop up. Hurricane Rana. And straight right hands. A Hurricane Rana into a version of the Thesz press. Hooks the outside leg. There's 2. And this match continues. We've yet to have a time limit draw. It would be absolutely massive if this was the first match to do that. Went for that leaping arm breaker into the Fujiwara. Eric's in trouble here. That's the left arm that he's been working on all match. He took a break from working on it, but he absolutely worked on it throughout the match, and now the stop sign off the back and the back of the head. Is that enough? 1, 2, it is! After nearly 13 minutes, Nick Boyd picks up the win. This was earlier on, the gut buster from Nick Boyd. Here was that new finisher. I've never seen that before. Then Nick would put in that Fujiwara armbar and would simply throw the stop sign. Boom! And I believe at that point Eric Glass had just had enough. You can only handle so much. The human body can only take so much punishment. Huge congratulations as Nick Boyd takes the lead in the Black League with 6 points. Next week we're going to continue this on as more and more people try to get on the board. Next week it all continues in Austin, Texas. But now we must find out who Harley Quinn will face in Austin next week in the main event. There you see it, Ashlyn Rose and Madison Osborne. This is huge for a couple of reasons. Madison Osborne is the current Crimson Bell champion. She wins this match. She has a chance to beat Harley next week and potentially face the Women's World Champion at Hell on Earth. That would be a huge. We have yet to have those kinds of stakes before. But right now, Madison has to worry about the problem in front of her, Ashlyn Rose, another former Women's World Champion, and perhaps the toughest woman in the division. It is definitely an argument worth having. It's been a while since she's held the Women's World title, but she could do it again. Ashlyn Rose, she's had a tough couple of years here at MAW. She hasn't really been at the top like she's used to being. She's been a women's tag team champion, so that's good, but she hasn't held a singles title in a hot minute. She wins this matchup, she has a chance to face Harley Quinn next week, and she'll be that much closer to potentially heading to Hell on Earth. Hell yeah! Like I said, everybody loves Pyro. One more match to come after this, our Music City Street Fight main event. We will see, though, how this goes first. This is Madison Osborne's biggest match yet, and that is by far. Listen to this place! My God! Bam! She's up from all the way in Germany, but Nashville seems very happy to see the rock star of MAW. Two-time Crimson Belt champion, the only woman to do that. She has had a hell of a year. But the question is, can she defeat someone like Ashlyn Rose? She has some big wins under her belt. She's defeated Lexi twice with the Crimson Belt title on the line. She came in the Rumble at number 30, was one of the last 4 eliminated, so she was in the last 5, really. And now has the ultimate opportunity. I, earlier on, said Harley beating Roz was a bit of an upset. Madison beating Ashlyn would be, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying the difference in experience. Oh my God, Madison! That right there shows. She ran at Ashlyn Rose, and she got backdropped for it. What a kick there by Ashlyn. Standing moonsault. And Ashlyn with that quick pin, too. Like I said, Ashlyn's had a rough couple of years, so she might be thinking she just wants to take care of the rookie. I don't even call her rookie anymore. She's been around for a little over 2 years. And like I said, she's held the Crimson Belt title twice. Now got her up. What's she going to do here? Oh, man! Drops her over the top rope. Ashlyn just coming right down. That looked familiar. That Trouble in Paradise style kick to the back. Madison trying to recover. Ashlyn not letting her. Knocking her off the apron with a shoulder tackle. Look at that. Showing off a little bit. Ooh. What forearm. I don't think I've ever seen Ashlyn quite like this. Madison, oh. Straight right hand by Ashlyn. And oh, throws her into the steel steps. From one side of the ring to the other, Ashlyn just throws her into the steps. Madison is in deep, deep trouble. Ashlyn breaks the count. Oh my God. Oh, Madison finally blocks. Madison, look at this. Leaps up for a leg drop. And throws Ashlyn into the barricade. Madison now coming in hot, quickly just attacking Ashlyn. Now she has a second right hand. And, oh, face first off the barricade. Boots to the midsection. Thrust kick to the midsection. Call double tie-up. Oh, no, reversal. Thought she was throwing her back into the steel steps. Maybe she tried to, but maybe Madison fell over to avoid him. Count of 7. Madison makes it back in the ring. Call double tie-up. Look at this. Oh, went for a stalling suplex. Bulldog by Madison. You cannot underestimate Madison Osborne. Only a 1 count, though. Stu. She's got in mind here. Off the ropes. Oh, a version of the Shining Wizard. And, oh my God. A half Nelson into some kind of face buster. Much like Harley and Roz earlier, pulling out all the stops here. Top turnbuckle, but Ashlyn with the kip up and throws her down. This is so big. Uh-oh. Springboard, crossbody. What distance covered? 1. Only a 1. That's why Harley and Roz brought out everything. You win this match, you go to a main event in Austin, Texas next week. You win that match, you face Evelyn at Hell on Earth. Nice reversal by Madison. Goes to the outside for a breather, but looks like Ashlyn's out there too. She runs across. She kind of stopped herself. I'm not sure what she had in mind. Changes her mind. A standing STO. Crowd seems firmly behind Osborne here. They don't hate Ashlyn, that's for sure, but they're definitely behind the Crimson Bell champion. Oh, gosh. Nice senton on the outside. Boot to the midsection. Couple of them. Pop up. Hurricane Rana. Madison Osborne in control for the moment. Ashlyn able to get a block. Madison able to kick her in the midsection. Oh, and pulls her in for a clothesline. She picks Madison up. She wants her to be up and get herself back in the ring, and that's interesting from the way she's been wrestling so far. Off the ropes, back elbow by Madison. Yeah, listen to this place. They love Madison Osborne here in Nashville. Like I said, she's a long way from home. That's never mattered to her or the crowds. This, ooh! Spins her around and face first off the knee of Madison Osborne. Into the turnbuckle. What is this now? Looking for sliced bread! Hooks the legs! Impressive! Wherewithal in Madison! Holy crap! I think she may have caught Ashlyn off guard. That's a massive win! Here it is again, sliced bread, boom, and then she caught her legs. And I just don't think Ashlyn expected that. And she got the win. Madison Osborne will now face Harley Quinn next week in Austin, Texas in the main event. And the winner of that match will face Evelyn Quinn, interestingly enough, at Hell on Earth for the Women's World Championship. Congratulations for Madison. Easily the biggest win of her young career. It could be even bigger if she beats Harley Quinn next week. It's been one hell of a night here in Music City. And that can only mean one thing if I'm talking like that. It's time for the main event of Music City Street Fight. There you see it, our main event. Music City Street Fight. Over the last couple of weeks, for some reason, the old guard has been targeting the World Heavyweight Champion and his challenger. Last week, during the brawl, Johnny Gomez said that if they want to fight, they can fight tonight. And he made it this Music City Street Fight rules. So if you've enjoyed the violence, then you'll enjoy this. I still can't believe we had a match that was nearly 13 minutes long in the Ultraviolent Championship tournament. And there was basically no weapons used until the last, 60 seconds or so. The opening contest had plenty of weapon use, at least with the steel chair. Kendo stick was almost used, stuff like that. I have a feeling this is going to be a hell of a lot different. Jack likes to bring that American flag with him everywhere we go. It's going to be interesting next month as we have another announcement to make. Johnny Gomez made it official. We are heading overseas next month for a couple of special shows, including, and this is the big one, April 27th, the week after WrestleMania, we are bringing back Trouble in Tokyo. Trouble in Tokyo was a show we had many years ago that featured that very first unsanctioned match between Eric Glass and Eric Diablo. What will it have this year? We are heading to Tokyo, Japan. We are heading to Germany. We are heading to the UK. All next month. We'll let you know the official schedule because there will not be an inertia the weekend of WrestleMania. The new Middle Earth champion is here. He's been standing back a lot while the old guard does what they do, but it looks like he's ready to start fighting again. We have not seen or heard from Okada since. We believe he's gone back to do his duties with All Elite Wrestling. Right now, it's all Dr. Grant in the Middle Earth Championship. With the Middle Earth Championship, I should say. Mixed reaction, to say the least, here in Nashville. Gotta wonder if maybe he'll defend that title at Trouble in Tokyo, or at least at Hell on Earth. You gotta imagine he's gotta defend it at Hell on Earth. Next week, Austin, Texas. Then we're gonna start being overseas for all of April. Here comes the winner of the 2025 Royal Rumble. A man who was constantly pissed off. He may be angrier than ever tonight. Boom! He knows that he's got to put his differences with Austin Anderson aside. The question is, how does he feel about how tonight's show started? JT Anderson returned and said he's not done with Randy. He's not done with Austin. He's not done with the World Heavyweight Championship. He can't worry about that right now, but you gotta wonder what's running through his head. He thought he was done with JT, but JT is clearly not done with him. Best friends for almost 20 years fell apart. JT's probably sitting in the back, ready and watching this one. Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion. What up, Nashville's gonna welcome him. Oh, now that's what we call the pop. Listen to this ovation. And we're in his brother's hometown. JT made a point earlier that Austin beat him in a ladder match, a tables, ladders, and chairs match. It was Austin's idea after he lost to Randy in a Texas death match. Is Austin incapable of beating JT for the 1, 2, 3? We don't know. He won the title in that TLC match, and that's what JT was saying earlier. JT is not done with his former best friend, and he's not done with his brother or that title that Austin carries to the ring. But enough about that. It's main event time. It's a Music City street fight. And Dr. Grant and Jack O'Neil going right after Austin and Randy here. You got to imagine that after Dr. Grant won the Middle Earth title, that he was like, okay, we're done with that. Time to move on to bigger things. And Randy with a big knee to Jack O'Neil. That's the only reason I can think they would come after Randy and Austin of all people. Is that they're coming after the world title, or at least coming after the top stars here at MAW. Oh my God. Well, this is not like the rest of the night, as Randy has gone for steel steps immediately. I told you. He's already angry most of the time, and now he's angrier as Austin takes down Jack O'Neil with some kicks, and now he's going after Dr. Grant. Look at this. Randy is bringing in both top halves of the steel steps from the outside. But meanwhile, Dr. Grant pins Austin for the 1. He decides to change his mind in a spine buster as O'Neil keeps up the neck crank. There's another cover on Randy now. A spine buster did win a match earlier tonight, but that was after a long fight. Couple of elbow drops in a, very disrespectful face stomp. This is a street fight, not a Falls Count Anywhere match. Oh my God. Austin just throws O'Neil in the ring. Grant a little busy with Randy. 2. Surprised how quickly the pins have gone in this matchup. Oh God. Chops and punches and all around. Look at this. Big stomp to the chest. I'm trying to keep up with what's going on here. On the outside, Dr. Grant and Randy Mann are still brawling, while Austin's taking it to O'Neal on the inside. Look at this. Reverse double underhook. Oh, and a low blow. Completely legal. And he goes right for Austin Anderson. Oh, and an inverted tongue drop by Randy. Sorry, background stuff. I bumped the camera. Look at this. Look at this. A choke slam. While on the background, an ankle lock to Randy. O'Neal heads to the outside to continue working on the World Heavyweight Champion as Randy rolls through the ankle lock. Backbreaker by O'Neal on the outside. Oh my God. Randy takes him down. Stop sign. Dr. Grant accidentally ran into the referee and he paid for it. Another shot to the head. That stop sign's getting abused tonight. Every no rules match so far. Big knee to the face. Oh no. Hangs him up over the top rope. It's looking like, oh, elbow drop to the back. The old guard stayed in control for the moment. Oh, Austin be able to stop that attack with the steel steps momentarily while Dr. Grant hits some straight left hands. Uh-oh. Kendo stick time. Austin dropped it in favor of going to try to save Randy, but Randy didn't need saving as he takes down O'Neal, and he's getting ready to take down Dr. Grant. Snake eyes. Arm drag. He just tried to run into Dr. Grant, or to O'Neal. There's a lot going on here. Back suplex on the arm. Well, I'm not entirely sure what Dr. Grant is doing on the outside. Perhaps he thought better of continuing on. Grant under the ring. Not sure what he's looking for. I honestly don't know if Dr. Grant is just out of it. Now here he comes. He's trying to sneak attack, I think. Didn't really work. Look at this, O'Neal with an inside cradler. Oh man, double underhook suplex. That inside cradle didn't quite do it. Now both Austin and Randy are on the outside. Dr. Grant's got a kendo stick. Randy with a big knee. Austin with the big Bray Wyatt crossbody. Randy's got the steel stop sign, but neither one of them are willing to come in the ring. Randy to the back of the head of O'Neal, and he throws it down, and now going after Grant. Neck breaker. Oh man, on the floor. I told you, and I keep saying it, Randy is angry. On multiple occasions in this matchup, he has taken both O'Neal and Grant out or down. Like he just did, and now he's working on the left leg. Bit of a leg breaker there. And now some right hands just going back and forth between O'Neal and Grant, just whooping both of them really off the back with the steel stop sign. I don't mean to keep saying steel, it's just what comes out. Austin thrown to the barricade. Now, Randy thrown across near the announce table, running neck breaker by Dr. Grant. Meanwhile, Austin tosses O'Neal into the barricade and misses a clothesline. That didn't look good. Spinning spine buster of sorts from Grant. Remember, this is a street fight, so you can only win in the ring. What's O'Neal doing? Snake eyes. Grant really taking it to Randy, just punches all over the place. Northern Lights. But again, no pinfalls on the outside, so Dr. Grant's got to come up with something. Uh-oh. He picked Randy up and didn't have a plan as Dr. Grant's almost thrown into the front row and then thrown into the announce table, thrown into the barricade again. Randy just throwing Dr. Grant all over the place. Chop block. What in the world is happening? I do not know. Austin and Jack O'Neal were caught in an awkward position there. Oh my God. Something is way wrong here. I don't know what. O'Neal is stuck in the barricade or something. I'm not entirely sure what is happening here. 2 seconds, everybody. My sincere apologies, everybody. There's something wrong with the game. Jack O'Neill's character model is stuck. So I guess this is now a handicap match. Randy and Austin against Dr. Grant. If somehow Jack O'Neill can recover, I guess we'll see. This is 2K23. This game is old as shit at this point. Apologies for my language. I'm a little frustrated that this happened, but it is what it is. It is a video game wrestling company. Things happen. While Dr. Grant continues to throw Randy around, Dr. Grant holding his own. Austin really wants to get at Jack O'Neill, and he just can't. Remember, this match can only end in the ring. Austin Anderson maybe playing defense a little bit here. Just making sure both men are trying to get Jack O'Neill out of the situation. It's just not happening. I think apologies you had to see all that, but I think Austin has got O'Neill now. They're behind the barricade. Samoan drop. And now Dr. Grant's going after Austin Anderson. They're on the other side of the barricade. O'Neill and Randy takes down Dr. Grant into all the chairs and throws him into the... What is this now? Snap suplex! I am so sorry. I know this looks so goddamn stupid. It's making me a little mad. O'Neill's character model, I think, is just stuck behind the barricade, so they can't really fight. Alright, y'all are going to watch me do this, because I want you to know that I am trying here. Can I get over the barricade? I can't. I'm stuck. Hold on. Randy has got Dr. Grant up to his feet. O'Neill's still stuck behind the barricade there. Randy, man, underneath the ring. Uh-oh. Did somebody say go, Preds? Randy's got a... Oh, my God. Austin just dropped Dr. Grant. Randy's got a hockey stick in hand. 2. And Dr. Grant somehow kicks out. Hockey stick. Oh, boy. Listen to this place. They love it. Oh, what a boot. What a boot by Dr. Grant. But maybe Randy just knocked him out. O'Neill's still stuck behind the barricade. And Randy and Austin finally win this thing. Insanity from start to finish. There was that. The DOA from Austin, the big boot from Randy, the knockout shot, or the big boot from Grant, the knockout shot from Randy. To the bloodied head of Dr. Grant. I believe he was busted open by the DOA. Randy and Austin on the same page right now. But they will not be in roughly 2 months at Hell on Earth. Thank you for joining us for MAW Madness. Next week, Austin, Texas. 2 more Ultraviolent Championship Tournament matches. And Harley Quinn versus Madison Osborne. The winner will face Evelyn Quinn at Hell on Earth. Good night from Music City.